controls. If you take like a disinfectant wipe and you clean around the buttons, sometimes the little bit of the alcohol disinfectant can get in there and chew away whatever's causing the gum up.
Well, it's like this. It's not even like a gum up. It's like the spring just doesn't.
It's
kick
like
back.
a spring thing.
Yeah, so you actually have to like physically pull it back up.
For real?
Yeah, because I've had that happen where like triggers kind of get gummy. But we're on, aren't we?
For the last couple minutes. Yeah.
Hi, folks.
Hello.
Jeremy's talking about sticky things that need disinfectant wipes. I was like, I don't think this is like really.
We need to go live.
Yes.
Information pertinent to the Gamescast.
Well, it is pertinent.
No sound?
Yeah, but
honestly,
what?
Chris Hardcastle said sound? The question mark.
No, I don't know what he's talking about. The mics are on.
Mics are on.
Yep.
Maybe we were talking so quietly.
Maybe. I don't know. What's going on, you guys?
Hey.
Welcome to PSVR GAMESCAST Live, where we film live every Tuesday afternoon at noon Eastern Standard Time. It is roughly that time now. Yeah.
Well, Eastern Daylight Time now.
See, I've been saying, I always say Eastern Standard. But that's not correct. That's not the time. It's just ET, Eastern Time.
No, you're absolutely correct. Eastern Standard Time is most of the year, and then as of yesterday, we're now on EDT, Eastern Daylight Time.
See, I've never said that. I've always said Eastern Standard as
EDT.
like that's just what it's called.
Sounds like some sort of
and so I'm wrong part of the year.
Medical
when I say Eastern Standard during daylight savings time.
Until hopefully there actually are some senators who are trying to get a bill passed to get rid of this nonsense.
Dude, I saw on change.org they're trying to get rid of it, and I was like, I'm fucking signing this shit. I'm gonna like create 7 accounts and sign it. 7
trying
accounts.
to get what, daylight savings?
Eradicate that bullshit.
Yeah.
Well, there was
Eradicator. That was a great
one good thing that
Kids
might
in the Hall episode.
Well, one good thing that might come out of Florida is that actually there has been a group there because it really screws up Florida.
You're like, one good thing that's gonna come out of Florida. The only thing in how many years?
And it didn't pass their house, but now I guess I think it's their senators are on a group to like lead the charge of getting rid of that nationwide because it's archaic, it's awful, and
it doesn't make any sense.
It doesn't make any sense, and to the rest of the world, it's like I was just talking to Nerfenstein on Discord. We were trying to set up a time to play some Bridge Crew.
Nice.
And we're like, oh no, it's such and such a time for you. It's like actually no, it's not. As of yesterday, now it's an hour off of that because we're dumb.
So it makes no sense at all. And there's even what states or regions in states that don't do it.
Yeah, I think Hawaii and there was one other state that did not follow along. So, I mean, Hawaii makes sense for it because they're just way off in the middle of nowhere. But
Hawaii's a state?
Yeah.
I'm just kidding.
Okay.
it definitely sounds like something I would say.
Hello, Jinyan from Hong Kong.
Hey.
Yeah, it's like we think of Hawaii's a state. It's a little bit off the coast of California, but we actually don't have any scale. Hawaii is like the farthest inhabited place from anywhere else almost in the world.
Yeah. And heads up, Massachusetts isn't a state.
No, we are. Well,
we're a commonwealth.
That's being pedantic, but yes, we are a commonwealth.
Right.
It's like Virginia.
And Washington, D.C., what is that?
That is a district that is, there is its own, it has its own name, but yeah. Anyways, so this is a PSVR podcast.
We're just prepping you for what's coming later.
Yes.
And now.
Ready. We won't tap you on the head.
District Talk with Des and Brian.
Absolutely. Arizona, don't change times. Thank you. Stay warm 420, the Game Cat.
That's right, Arizona, yep.
Stay warm 420. We were just talking about this before the show got started. I don't think we gave you a hashtag Game Cat shout out on Viewer Takeover yet.
We didn't.
And we just filmed tomorrow's Viewer Takeover, so that means we didn't do it again. If we haven't done it, make sure in the comments somewhere you give us a hashtag Viewer Takeover. A hashtag Game Cat.
Yeah.
So we can do that proper next week. So sorry. Dude, Coco.
Metcat's upset with me.
Coco the Poop Dog gave us $5 donation
Whoa,
saying
Coco.
amazing
Thank
opening.
you.
More
rants, please. 8 goddamn minutes.
Well, just to let you know, Jeremy and I are going to be starting zoning talk next week. So we're going to talk about zoning areas in the Worcester County area specifically. So if you want to get your livestock in your neighborhood, yeah.
We'll have a little map up here of Worcester County.
Before we get off this whole daylight savings time, because I know we did 5 minutes ago, but we're getting back on it.
Yeah.
Somebody told me it had nothing to do with like farming and shit back in the day. I thought it was always like for farmers to like have like an extra hour of daylight and blah 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 whatever. And that's not actually the case.
Yeah, I don't remember the exact.
I listened to a podcast on the reason, and now I can't remember.
Yeah, that's the
That
problem.
was a lot of time
awesome
wasted,
podcasts.
wasn't it?
Yeah,
fucking just like this podcast.
Yeah.
I like that. That's like the MythBusters problem.
Yeah,
it's like, oh yeah, they did an episode about this. What did they decide?
It had something to do with what the fuck?
Joystick Guru, thank you so much, dude. He writes, "Good morrow, Game Cats. I'm on time."
Yes, you are.
You're only on time because of daylight savings time. He goes, meow. Joystick Guru, thank you for the $2. Much appreciated donation. Thank you, Chris, for the compliments. Thank you, everybody, for the compliments. It's a long time ago.
In a galaxy far, far away.
In this very same room, not a galaxy far away. This fucking room right here. There used to be a lot of people that complained about our ranting.
Yeah.
And
8 goddamn minutes.
All of those people
have left.
Are gone now. so we're only left with the hardcore, real game cats.
Yeah. Well, and I think because we're at the stage where like Amanda's kind of bumping into this now. Mm-hmm. She we keep having these talks like, oh, I should just do this game this way and blah blah blah. It's like, no, you do what you're gonna do.
Yeah.
Because people are gonna like it or hate it no matter what you do. And the people who hate it are going to go away, leaving you doing the thing you like to do.
Yeah, exactly.
But if you keep trying to change what you're doing based on, oh, this people disliked it, well, there's going to be people who dislike it anyway. So you may as well get disliked for what you like to do and keep doing it.
Exactly.
I mean, there's a difference between quality. Like, you can do something and take critical advice and say, oh, you could do that thing better. But to change how you're going to do it is, bye-bye.
Trevor Roll is very, very interested in updates on Cave Digger VR. Just FYI. In the comments, okay. I didn't know anybody was like super excited for that. We don't have a new release date, unfortunately. They said March. Actually,
right. Okay, it took a second. Yeah, that's the...
Yeah.
Okay.
At one point, they had said like the first week in March. So we all put it in like PSVR this week, and whoever else copies our show.
Yeah.
Fucking fall. And for anyone who's not on our Discord channel, Paul and I, we fuck around, man. It's all a running gag. It's a joke.
I had to explain that to Amanda too. She's like, "Wow, he doesn't really like him, does he?" Like,
no, well, behind the scenes, I fucking hate him. But in front of the camera, when you guys are watching, I have to like play nice and be like, "Oh yeah, we're like BFFs, dude."
I'm so confused now.
Yeah, no, it's we love Paul. But the fact is that we all had the wrong date for Cave Digger because of the fine folks at Cave Digger VR, and now they're just saying sometime in March, and I think it's one of those Sony things where like no one has any idea when it's coming, and it'll just show up on the store
sometime in March 2020
randomly. Yeah. I just saw I Still Love You. How are you this invested in the comments? Are you just ignoring?
I know, huh?
It's
I'm like actually responding.
I've got one job.
It's funny you say that.
Is it though?
Last night, I think I bridged the gap between what, older folk, maybe our age.
We're older folk?
Yeah.
Well, if
when
we're
the
20,
fuck did we become older folk?
On YouTube, we're ancient.
Yeah, we're old. Come on.
God.
I
don't like this at all.
Right?
This conversation's going downhill fast.
So is my immune system.
And that whole you had one job thing where it's like something that didn't quite get...
Yeah.
You had one job.
Yeah. So it was like last night I opened up one of my little packets that you put into the dishwasher.
Okay.
And there was only...
By the way, you're old if you're doing your own dishes.
Oh, I used to wash them all, and I just been lazy couple random times, so I'll use the dishwasher.
Yeah.
But I opened it up, and there was just a piece of it, not the whole thing with the little red ball in the middle.
Mm-hmm.
There was no red ball in half of that, and oh man, god damn it! When I opened it up, I saw this, and I said, "Oh my god." Now I can't remember what I said, but like nonsense.
I can't remember what I said.
God damn it! And then I think that is you had one job is the younger folk way of saying, "I'm just killing time."
I was just quoting Galaxy Quest.
Galaxy
I have
Quest.
one job on this ship. It's a stupid job, but it's my job.
Sigourney Weaver. And many other people besides her. Alan Rickman.
That's right.
I don't know if I've ever seen it.
Oh, really?
Yeah,
oh, it's good.
I know
it's a comedy. Never mind.
Yeah.
Exactly. Is that
Tim
the Tim Allen one?
Yeah.
Okay. Yeah, I knew when it came out, I was like, oh, spoof on stuff I like. I'm like, stop making fun of my shit.
No, it's a loving spoof. It's great.
Yeah, I bet. But like Spaceballs was a loving spoof too.
No, Spaceballs was made by someone who's never seen Star Wars.
You said that before.
Yeah, it's not my original theory. I forget where I first heard it, but it's so painfully true. No, this is like. It's by people who love Star Trek, about Star Trek fans and all that.
Okay.
And it's a pretty solid movie on its own.
And it is. The Seth MacFarlane thing you said is also very much.
Oh, I heard
going into it, you think, oh, this is going to be
right?
the Family Guy version of Galaxy Quest, and it feels like it's just kind of throwing punches. But man, as it's evolved. I'm definitely of the theory that Seth MacFarlane pitched like the first 6 episodes to the Fox execs so they could say, oh, this is Seth MacFarlane, this is dummy, crude humor. Okay, yeah, it's going to be a license to print money. And once he got those out and got the money to make it, he was like, all right, we're hard shifting into sci-fi. So there's still gags now and then, but like especially the run of like the past 4 or 5 episodes.
Like, is it to the point where it's like practically a different show?
Oh yeah,
Yeah.
yeah. It's almost like the tonal shifts in this thing are massive. You're like, oh yeah, that's a stupid gag with this person. All of a sudden, oh, that is a like sucker punch, like emotional turn I did not see coming.
Yeah.
So yeah,
Cool. I'm interested. Like if I ever find the time, I did start watching The Order on Netflix.
The Order.
And let me tell you.
Oh, really?
Yeah.
Wait. That's not the one that's another school for wizards.
It's yet another school for wizards.
Like,
Oh, okay.
I don't like the main character in the fucking trailer. He seems like he's like...
I don't like any of the characters in the show, but
Okay.
yet I'm watching it fucking
For real?
religiously.
Yeah.
I'm on episode 3 or 4, and I'm so invested in what's happening, and I hate everybody on the show.
The acting seems horrible.
It's pretty bad.
You've seen all of the Magicians, though, instead?
No, and that's the worst part. I know The Magicians is a better show. I know The Umbrella Academy is a better show,
Oh, yeah.
but like those didn't rope me in from the word go, and this did, and I was like, why am I watching this fucking absolute teen trash garbage? And it's because I like iCarly and I like a bunch of other teen trash garbage.
Well,
like,
yeah, so then
Why not?
Fucking my music catalog says it all.
Yeah.
Brunette and...
So I listened to The Used and My Chemical Romance. Like I'm just a 15-year-old girl from 10 years ago.
See, I've never seen The Magicians because it's one of those like I've read the books and love the books so much.
They were books?
Oh yeah, they're amazing books.
Really?
They're so good,
They're
and I know
super
like
popular.
I didn't know that.
and I know just from watching the previous novel, they've changed stuff enough to make me get. I try not to be that guy. It's like, oh, this isn't like the book. But
Stop being that guy.
yeah, I know. But like, I love these books so much, and some of the things they've changed are just so. Yeah.
So it's kind of like the Harry Potters. The books, you got to look at them as two separate things, because the books were amazing, incredible. The movies were like just a good summary.
Did you read all the books, or are you just quoting other people?
No, I've read all the books.
I've always wanted to. I just don't have time.
The first
read all
Harry
those.
Potter movie,
Yeah.
like that actually is the movie that made me realize, like, oh, having the book exactly like the movie is a bad thing.
Yeah.
Because the movie is like spot on like the book as
Why is
far
it
as
that?
They left some stuff
Because it's just
out,
like,
but it's
oh.
pretty good.
Oh, for the fans, it's the same thing.
Why did I just waste my time? Like
Oh.
I just read that. Now this is exactly like they caught it. This is exactly the way I pictured things. This is exactly the same beats. Yes, I know there's some slight differences, but it's just like, oh, it's nice, and it's basically like a cover version of a song.
Yeah.
When the cover is exactly like the original, Weezer.
Oh my god, I'm so goddamn sick of Africa.
There's like, what did you bring to the party? But when they massively change it, then there's something interesting. So,
Yeah.
anyways,
So
PSVR.
PSVR. We talk about PlayStation VR games here
Eventually.
on the show. Eventually, I don't know if that's really true or not. And here's the thing. Before we get started,
Chris
14 goddamn minutes in.
Only 14.
Yeah.
Sorry, what about Chris?
He caught us live for the first time.
Woohoo, Chris,
Yeah.
the game cat. I'm not looking to chat. I know he's a fucking game cat. That's right.
yeah.
So here's the thing. I want to give everyone a little peek behind the curtains, as we like to do far too often. This place. If you saw the peek behind the curtain,
forest for the trees.
these guys had to leave. These guys had to leave their shoes at the door, not because I asked them to take them off, because that's where they got stuck. Like we just have to hoof it the rest of the way, man.
It's
like,
only
chew it.
slightly an exaggeration.
It's only slightly an exaggeration.
It's not quite movie theater level.
Something bad is happening in the kitchen. I'm not sure what it is, but the voices are telling me to stay away. So
it turns out the ghosts are not actually ghosts. They're actually food that has gained sentience. So
yeah. It's a colony of what was the first episode of Outer Limits? It was kind of like an ant colony, but it was like an alien colony. You know what I'm talking about?
Oh God, yeah.
The sand, something or another. Yeah, it's like that's happening in my kitchen, and they're basically telling me we're taking over. Your 498 square apartment is now ours.
Yeah.
So
stock up on Gropniks.
So here's the thing. Just peek behind the curtains. This has been a rough week.
Yeah.
I'm very, very tired. I don't know if you can tell, but I'm like losing my voice, which is crazy because we're gonna film Why We Love PSVR tonight, and we just started the show. But on top of it all, my Wizards review I was working on at 3 a.m.
Yeah.
And realizing, oh my god, I still have like 4 more hours of Wizards review to do.
Yeah.
Like this is gonna be a long night. If you haven't noticed, there's no Wizards review on the channel. And then there's AJ. AJ and I at 3:30 in the morning were working on his video as well. So like, basically, we were working on so many things for the channel that nothing got done.
Yeah.
And I apologize for the delay on everything, but later today, the Wizards review will be ready. Also, AJ's got a 3D rudder take on the Wizards.
Gun.
And I think that'll be everything that goes up today. So those 2 videos will be out later today. Apologies for the delay. Should I reveal my thoughts on the Wizards, or should I just wait for my 90 seconds?
Wait for your 90 seconds.
Yeah, wait for your
Okay, let's do that. I don't know, guys. You guys excited about Beat Saber?
Yes. Yeah. Usually, March 14th is a very important day in the Blinn household. That is, of course, Pi Day.
Pi Day?
Yep.
3.14 day.
3.14.
What? Oh,
3.14159. That's as much as I had memorized.
Yeah.
But
is it as big as May the 4th?
Actually,
It
yeah,
can't be.
a little bit.
Really?
Well, unless May the 4th falls on Free Comic Book Day, which is the holiest day, of course, of the Blinn calendar.
All these days.
Only half a joke. Yeah,
Yeah.
free Comic Book Day. You guys know about this?
No,
Oh, yeah.
I mean, that's entertainment. You go in there, they'll give you some free here and there.
Yeah, no, it's Free Comic Book Day. It's something that started, I don't know, 10 years ago,
At
15
least.
years ago,
Yeah.
that basically all the publishers got together and say, hey, you know what? Comics are dying. How do we get more people in? Oh, let's give them stuff.
It's the free-to-play model.
Yeah. So
Yeah.
basically, there's one day. It's usually the first Sunday in May, or the first Saturday in May, and basically all these publishers release special edition free comics, and you go in, and most retailers, just to be fair to everyone, will limit you, like you can only take 4, or you can only take like 1 of each, whatever. But yeah, it's free comics, and so if you're here in Worcester, go check out That's Entertainment.
Park Ave.
Yep. If you're not, go check out your local comic book store. Pointedly, your Walmarts, your Targets, your big retailers are not invited to play. This
Good.
is all about your local comic book
That's
retailer.
great. I like
Yeah,
that.
it's fantastic. So, but we're talking about Beat Saber. So that is a $5 donation from
Wolfie.
Wolfie Smith.
Shout out for Game Cats.
This is ADD Theater.
Cornerstone City for getting the 4th in death with 4.3 million,
Holy
and
crap.
Shat 79 for nearly getting into the top 10 with 1.8 million.
Thank you for the £5 donation, Wolfie Smith.
Yeah,
and
thank you.
for the shout out for Cornerstone City. I believe it's Cornerstone City 777.
That is nuts.
That is insane. I want to get back to In Death, but I also before that need to get back to a roguelike that I like even more than that.
Yeah.
The Persistence. Fucking crazy, man. There's too many good games to play and not enough time to play them all.
Yeah.
So that was a long way to say, yes, I was spending as much time as possible on the new Beat Saber DLC as soon as it hits.
Yeah.
Beat Saber or Saber?
Beat Saber.
Saber.
Beat Saber is a lesser-known sequel.
Yeah.
We don't cover
It's a
much on the
DLC
channel.
pack. District 9 I thought was
It's got
pretty
Kirk
decent.
Cameron and Alan Thicke. Right, they were the Sebers, right?
Yeah. What would we do, baby, without us? No, that was Family Ties.
Yeah, what are you talking
Oh, the Sever. That's right.
Oh, the
No,
Seavers.
you've got it right. I've
I
got
got
it
it right.
wrong.
Okay.
The Seavers are Growing Pains. But
Yes.
I got the
Growing
theme song
Pains, that's
wrong.
right.
That was from Family Ties. What is the Growing Pains theme song?
I can't think of it right now.
I know, but I know Alan Thicke wrote it.
He did?
Yes.
That's
he did.
fucking incredible.
He
Alan
actually-
Thicke gets cooler every day.
He wrote a bunch of like famous theme songs.
Is
Yeah,
Robin Thicke really his son?
I believe so.
That's even cooler.
Yeah.
Like, what a talented fucking
Is it?
family. I don't know. I'm saying he's talented only
Yeah.
because he's famous. I don't fucking know his music.
Yeah, I don't either, except that one tune.
I don't even know the one tune. What's the one tune?
You would if you heard it. I
know the-
mean, I can't.
I don't
Blurred Lines.
I don't know the words.
Yeah, I know the Weird Al
rhythm of it.
version.
Anybody in the chat know the Growing Pains theme song?
Someone I'm sure does.
That's fucking ridiculous.
Making a place in the world today.
Yeah, our
takes
Superfly Game Cat,
everything you
the
got.
Beat Saber list did get accidentally released yesterday.
la,
Accidentally.
la.
On the it was the European PlayStation blog.
Yeah.
So accidentally, I guess PlayStation just does whatever the fuck they want.
Yeah, so I don't. Do we want to talk about it for people who don't want to get spoiled, or?
Is it? I mean, are we in spoiler territory when it comes to DLC for a music game?
Well, it's some people have been looking forward to.
If you don't want to hear about the music that's coming to Beat Saber literally tomorrow, then
No, it's
the
2 days.
14th.
Yeah, the 14th.
Wow, for some reason I was thinking Wednesday the whole time, but it's Thursday.
Yep.
Okay, yeah. Well, then tune out for a minute or two because Des is going to talk about the music coming to Beat Saber in 2 days.
No, I wasn't going to say too much. Just the fact that it's a music studio or publisher named Mad Cat. Mad Cats? No.
No, that's the controller company.
No.
Yeah.
Oh shoot, what was it? It was something. Anyways, I just made a stupid joke about, and I think you did too.
Yeah.
It's like,
Meow.
oh, you know what? That was a typo. I think you
Monster
meant
Cat.
Monster Cat.
Yeah.
That was a typo. I think you meant Game Cat. Then someone corrected me. It's like, oh no,
I saw
Monster
it,
Cat
yeah,
is
yeah.
a music publisher. I was like, I know. I was just making a joke, and they're getting like all these likes, and I'm getting nothing.
Yeah,
This is why I don't say things.
because Beat Saber is crazy popular.
Yeah,
and
and
we-
Monster Cat is huge for that segment of the music population.
and
so-
no one has any idea who we are.
Right, exactly. So,
cool.
Yep. And thank you, Internet, for reminding me that I don't matter.
Thank you, Nick Mulo. Show me that smile again.
Oh, that's it. Yep.
Oh, that's what Nick was saying.
Yeah,
Yeah, that one wasn't as good.
good.
No one here is good.
The best is ready to begin. As long as we got each other. Did Alan Thicke sing it as well?
I don't know.
I think he might have sang it.
Maybe.
He probably did.
It sounds like in my head that's his voice,
Right?
which
Yeah.
is better than whatever I just did. Right. Monster Cat, everyone.
Yep. Yeah.
Man, the chat is so delayed. I'm like, oh, sorry, dude. We already answered your question before it popped up.
Although
Yeah.
oddly, Jeremy's even more delayed than you are.
I am. Yeah.
Yeah,
my-
it's weird.
It's like linked to our
Yeah.
neurons
Oh, right.
and shit.
Yeah.
That's why it's
got to filter through him.
Jeremy's always a little
Through
delayed.
it. I am a little
A
delayed.
little delayed.
Takes me a little bit of a moment to like think of something stupid.
What the fuck is wrong with this stupid chat? I don't know, Trey. Fix it. Fix
Yeah.
it. Get Astrobot in here and fix
you
it.
have men, you have saran wrap. Fix it.
Yep. I'm like looking at my viewer takeover questions for tomorrow. Like, that's
Bloody
not what we're
Bobby's got
doing.
to go already.
Hey, Bloody
Yeah.
Bobby, thanks for stopping in for your 10 minutes.
See you, Bobby.
He was on the stream last night for more
He
than 5 minutes,
was,
though.
yeah.
Well, that's more akin to his schedule.
Yeah.
So this
Where's
is,
he from? Oh, wait, did they say, was
Bobby?
that him that was from Quebec, or was that Nick?
I think it was from Quebec. Yeah.
Quebec, yeah.
Yeah. Je me souviens.
Just sweet Tremont. Bibliothèque.
That's all I know because living in Maine, like every third license plate has the.
I
Quebec
took
license plate.
French for several years in high school, too.
Hashtag viewer takeover
It's a thing.
just came through on Reddit.
Okay.
Somebody apparently responded to a Reddit thread that's going around about Without Parole podcasts.
Oh.
And he goes, Howling Badger 43 writes, would it be a ton of work to release some series, Viewer Takeover, Why We Love PSVR, the Gamescast is audio only? I don't have that much time to watch them all, but I drive a lot so I could listen. Dude, we did that on Patreon.
Yes.
For a very, very long time on Patreon. If you gave us $1 or more every single month, patreon.com/withoutparole.
Games.
Thank you very much. And if you only have to give us $1 and you get the MP3s, no one cared about the MP3s. No one downloaded them. And on top of that, like they took a ton of work to do.
Yeah.
And now that they're gone, no one missed them.
So what you can do is there are tons of in browser options to basically take YouTube content and convert it to MP3. Wow, convert it to MP3s. So
This
like
is the
I
most
totally get,
quietest belch ever.
Yeah, I'm
like, I
sorry.
didn't even hear it at all.
I'm a huge audio podcast listener. Like I watch very little video content because I just don't have time. So I definitely see where you're coming from, and I know it's kind of a pain to do that conversion. But we kind of made the executive decision that Brian will spend most of his time putting out the video content because it was like make the video content and then take time away from that to do it all over again to make the audio version.
Basically, what happened was, and Joystick Guru,
Yes.
we gave you a shout out for your donation. We read your your comment, so it did come through. I think you might have missed it, but thank you again.
Did we read it? Because I thought we went right to Wolfie 6.
What?
Yeah.
Are you kidding me? Did we? I saw it. Did we not?
I don't think we talked about it because Wolfie's
no.
came through right after, and then there was a lot of comments.
Good morrow,
Good morrow,
Game
Game
Cats.
Cats.
Yeah.
Oh, did
Yeah.
Good morrow.
Yeah, we missed it
apologize.
because Coco, and then I think the Wolfie
Sorry.
one.
You're just all too generous today.
Yes, thank you.
And I didn't sleep well last night, so I apologize. I'm not really on my game. I'm never really on my game. But thank you again, Joystick. Much appreciated. The comment totally came through.
Someone's calling your bluff.
What's up?
Alex Flynn just said something in French.
Yeah.
What are we trying to?
Well, Jeremy was saying that he took French
Yeah, I
classes.
know, and all I remember is
I mean,
Bibliotech, and my name is,
Yeah.
and hot and cold. I know the numbers.
So you-
Okay. Are there any numbers in that sentence?
I'm
No.
Okay.
The word French is in there.
the French man.
I think beautiful, and
Salagar.
something about gars, which I think is like
Is
garment.
Bo beautiful or
No,
boy?
I don't know. I'm telling you.
All right. Anyways,
I mean, that high school was so long ago. It was so old.
That was half our life ago.
Half our life ago.
More than half our life ago.
My next what do you call that, reunion that I'm not gonna
Never
probably
got
won't
to.
go
Yeah,
to,
fuck it.
will be 25.
Jesus.
We just had the 20.
Yep.
next year I will have been married longer than I was not married.
Oh my god,
Wow.
Yeah, I know, right?
that's crazy. I'm never gonna get to that point in my life.
That's true. Well,
Even if I get married tomorrow to the person I haven't obviously met yet. That sounded like Metcat. I didn't say Metcat. I said Met yet.
he's already bought a plane ticket.
He's like, I'm there. Yeah, and
I can officiate.
it's not happening. It's not happening. Even if there's no way I'm living till 80.
You think not?
I know not. I don't go to my doctor ever.
I don't really either. I did recently though.
Yeah, was it bad news? It sounds like it's bad news.
I had an ultrasound done on my testicles.
This
That in itself sounds like bad news.
I don't really know what to to do with that statement.
Yeah. No, I'm pretty open. I don't care. Well, my legs were not during the ultrasound.
Were you looking for something specific?
Yeah.
Yeah.
So I was having some upper testicle pain.
Okay.
If you will.
Sure.
I will.
Only after ejaculation or just all the time?
Well, funny you mentioned that.
Sometimes
I
I like when
ejaculate
it hurts a little bit.
Right.
Yeah.
Oh, there we go.
So I can't really tell the difference. It's all the time.
Yeah, it's constantly. I don't know what it's like to not ejaculate. But anyways.
He really likes gaming.
So I'm getting old, and I've been like ignoring this for well over a year now. So I went to the doctors, and it just so happens the results yesterday. My doctor called me, and my issues, my vein left and right, all that, and the procedure. So it's just an extension. Which one day?
It's an old Litter Box episode. Go check it out.
Yeah, you have to go check an old one out. No, I never discussed that on the Litter Box.
I thought it was one of your early ones. No.
I think I was gonna, and I didn't.
Oh.
Yeah.
Well, then a future Litter Box episode will reveal all.
I think the podcast started, I joined it after my eye healed up from that procedure.
Yeah.
That was 3.5, 4 years ago.
Okay.
3 years, 3.5, something like that.
Speaking of serious doctor visits.
Yeah, I was gonna.
I know we're going from joking around to being super serious very, very quickly here. Yeah. But our good friend Grim Catnip, the game cat. Right now, I don't even want to do it around just because it's serious.
No, it's I think he'd appreciate the meow.
He had a heart attack recently. He is okay. He went to the hospital. They did the whole stint thing. And he's recovering. He should be home
Wednesday.
I think Wednesday. Is that
it?
it?
That's what his brother was saying.
Yeah, his brother Mike is keeping an eye on his cell phone and responding to us and keeping us updated on what's going on.
Yeah.
But man, it's such a fucking wake up call sometimes.
Yeah.
And he's so young.
36. Yeah.
Yep.
It's crazy. Yeah.
It's a wake up call when all we do is when I'm here and I'm working around the clock trying to pump out PSVR video content.
Yeah.
Right. And I kind of forget about how what these people mean to me or the awesome community that we have.
Yeah.
And how something like this can affect everybody. It made me stop dead in my tracks, and I was just like, fuck, man. You take stock of everything at that point, and you remember how awesome this community is, and remember how awesome each individual is, and we just want to say tell Grim Catnip how much we love him and how much we want a speedy recovery.
Oh yeah, absolutely.
So definitely, is he on Twitter? All right.
I'm assuming so.
Well, definitely he's on Discord and everything. Yeah. So definitely reach out, send him some positive vibes, and yeah, we're pulling for you.
Yeah, absolutely.
Yeah. And now that the serious stuff is over, I wonder if he's watching. If you're watching in recovery, dude.
Oh, you poor guy. His monitor is spiking. What the hell is going on in there?
Yeah.
All right. So let's see here, guys. I don't really, like I said, I don't really have a show put together here because of
And speaking of someone who knows nurses, if you decide you're going to masturbate while you have an EKG hooked up, let them know.
Wait, what?
Yeah.
Why are there people out there that do this?
Is this
You
your
brought
own
it up to an
experience?
EKG?
Yeah, just I've heard discussion about basically, got a 16-year-old boy in here, blah blah blah, and everything's fine. All of a sudden, beep beep, all the monitors start flipping out.
Who's jerking off in a hospital bed?
16-year-old boy left alone.
I was 16 once, and I mean, I wouldn't jerk. I would wait.
The question is, how long are you stuck in the hospital for?
Okay.
If it's a 3-hour visit, it's I can probably hold off.
3.5 though.
Yeah, no. When you get 4 or 5, 6 hours, it's I've already missed 2.
Yeah.
Right? 2 times.
Yeah.
So just give him a heads up, Grim. Okay.
He said heads up.
You said hit and then down again and then up. Anyways.
So what do you think, Michelle? Should we begin the show the way we begin every show with a little game of should we or shouldn't we? We put 90 seconds up on the clock. Put the counter the way that Jeremy likes it.
It's very quiet today, just like his burp.
Testicles have been removed.
Yeah. Yes.
And it's our chance to tell you, the loyal game cats, what you should or should not be playing and or watching. No fucking watching, Jeremy. The things we've been playing and or not watching, Jeremy, this week. Right. Who wants to go first?
I'll go.
On your, it's fucking always a little bit scary.
Eeyore's VR adventure.
Yes.
Go.
So yes, I played Rec Room with Amanda, Mikey,
right.
and I'm totally forgetting, and I'm so sorry. I can't remember.
Oh shoot! It was the guy who started the whole thing.
Yes,
I'll
he's
pull
the
it up.
one. Yeah.
You go.
Thank you.
Look him up.
Just because I know their real names. I don't know his real name. But so we met up in some Rec Room, and we went around, did some laser tag, which was pretty fun. And then we did that adventure. Basically, we did the 2 games that me and Mikey had done. We did again. And it was a lot of fun. And I got to tell you, though, it was awkward. And I realized, I should say I didn't realize there's like...
Cloaked Reaper.
Yes,
Oh,
thank you. We had a lot of fun. I didn't realize that there's like little weird children of the rec room corn running around.
You didn't?
No.
Oh.
Someone didn't watch our show.
Yeah.
No. Yeah, we like jumped into the room. Mikey's like all nervous. He's like, all right, we gotta. Once we get in there, we'll go, you know. And so we get into the room and they're all over Mikey and the other dude,
Cloaked Reaper.
Cloaked Reaver, and
Reaper.
Amanda. And they're like
Reaper,
like
the Grim Reaper, like
the
cloaked
Grim Reaper.
Grim Reaper.
Cloaked Grim Reaper. Is the word grim in there?
No.
Cloaked Reaper.
Just trying to help you out.
And
It's not working.
no. And they jumped in front of us, and they're like, you hear them talking, hey, what are you guys doing? What are you doing? Oh, and they're trying to block the view, and so that you can't look at your fucking menu, and it was nuts. Yeah. So, anyways, we played that, and it was fun. And then Resident Evil 7, I did that too.
So yeah,
it's been. I don't go into Rec Room as often as I'd like.
Mm-hmm.
We spent some serious time in there. I think for before we did our episode of Why We Love. But Dave Station and I spent some time in there months back when Rec Royale was really blowing up.
Yeah.
And holy shit, some of the kids are really annoying.
Yeah.
They were talking about like they really were fucking harassing me and Dave, like know, just like not like
Yeah, it's crazy.
talking mad shit. I'm like, I don't understand. Like where are your parents?
Yeah.
they're parents who let them. Oh wait, this is a game system they can put on, and I don't have to hear them or see them or even watch what they're playing.
And Amanda and I was saying, we're like, should they be in bed?
Yeah.
And they're tethered to something.
Right.
Yeah.
so now I don't have to worry about him wandering off.
Yeah. So some things like I should have kind of. Basically, we got into it late because I ended up having to create Amanda a new profile and download it. And blah. But things you should know if you're going to play Rec Room. Number one, this gesture right here. You hold up your hand to anyone for like, I think it's a 3-second count or 5-second count, and it mutes them.
Oh, for real?
Does a little circle pop up like the...
Yeah, a little timer shows up. And another one, in your settings, which they don't make this clear, you can basically have like a sphere of don't come near me.
Personal space.
Yeah, personal space. So the people who are up in your face, you can actually adjust that so they can't get that close.
Really?
Or if they do, they disappear. So those are two important things to know. Also, one thing,
I wish I knew
Amanda...
that 2 days ago.
Yeah, sorry, I should have said it while you guys were streaming. I was sitting right there.
It's all right. It was funner this way.
But Amanda made the mistake of coming out with a female-presenting avatar, and not even 5 seconds into getting in the main rec room, oh, you're cute. Oh, look, you look so sexy. And it's like,
So
dude,
weird.
it's like
an orb.
right.
It's like a me.
You don't even know if it's a male or female. But anyways,
There's no genitalia.
yeah,
What does it even matter?
I know. But yeah,
Well, if there's genitalia, I can understand. No.
So if somebody's walking around in real life and you can't see their genitalia, you're like, well, I don't know if they're attractive or not.
Well, when it's a video game Wii avatar,
he has very specific tastes.
you know,
Maybe
with no lower half, then I gotta say, it's personal space.
Right.
If you had pants in a lower digital genitalia area,
I'm very attracted to flat shaded polygons. Yeah, for sure. Yeah, but humans don't do it for me. But like anime characters and Rec Room characters, by all means, yeah.
I think when you pull their pants down, does it look like Asian porn? It's like blurred out. It's like
Fucking Asian porn so bothers me.
I
so
can't.
bothers me.
Yeah, because of the pixels.
Like, I need to see the
Block.
details.
Yeah.
Why are we talking about this?
All right.
I don't know. Des, are you up next?
I am up next.
Just in case you forgot what we were doing. It's still should we or shouldn't we time. Thanks, Michelle, for keeping us on track. On your mark, get set.
Go.
So I'm going to actually do something that isn't watching or playing to start off with, just real quick. 2 amazing albums from artists I love that haven't released stuff in a while came out this past week, and I want to give them a shout out. First of all is my girl Amanda Palmer. This is not a pro-Nazi shirt. This is Amanda Palmer from Cabaret.
Robert Palmer's
So she just released an album called There Will Be No Intermission. I'm not going to go too into depth about the content of it because it's about some pretty politically charged stuff that she has a personal experience with, but if you know her stuff, it's fantastic. And MC Frontalot, who I name check tomorrow, he just released an album called Net Split, which is a love-hate letter to the internet. It's awesome. It's basically like most of his stuff is really just, geek stuff is cool, and he talks a lot about how the internet is kind of mutated into this bad thing where it was so very cool and awesome. So it's a little less positive than some of his other material, but really, really important, and I think kind of heartfelt. And stuff I've been playing, I spent about 2 hours in Summer Funland.
Oh, nice.
So you saw everything there was to see.
Yeah, and just quick takes. if you're deciding between Carnival Games and this, I would say this. But
Really?
yeah, I don't know. I just it looks better in some of those like experiences. The roller coaster, but I like the underwater one. Did you get to that?
I love the
Yeah,
underwater
that was fantastic.
Yeah.
So there's just a lot more. It just looks better, I guess. Is that, and if it has about as much gameplay content to it as Carnival Games, but it feels a little better for some reason.
Good
Bam!
job on that one.
Nailed it.
But now I've got questions.
Yeah.
Lots and lots of questions. Because Carnival Games is something I feel like I can go back to and play those games over and over and over and try to like beat my score. And there was not a single game in Summer Funland that I went, I need to do this again and get a better score, other than getting the stars to open the gates of time.
Yeah.
Like every single one, I was like, okay, I played it once, I'm good. Like I have no desire to play any of those games again.
Well, I felt that way about Carnival Games too. So,
Okay.
so it's and that's why I'm saying, like, if you're looking like, oh, I want to do a game where I'm walking around a theme park and playing this, and I think Summer Funland does a better job of making it feel like a real space.
Yeah, for sure.
And it's gorgeous, and I think during your stream we were talking about it. It looks very much like Columbia, in a lot of ways. And so I think I even found a hidden Mickey. I have to talk to someone about that. But I think out of the two,
I'm gonna say Metcalf probably put that in there.
Don't leave your beverage around.
He's like, I thought I was playing for 2 hours. 7 hours later, I woke up and know what happened.
pretty much.
I think I had a testicle exam. Is that what you'd wake
That's
up?
what that was not. Yeah. All right.
I don't really know where to go with that
So
either.
definitely Front though. Check out Front a lot. And if you're going to PAX and you're going to be there on Sunday, he's doing a show in Boston after PAX gets over. I don't remember the details. I know it's at 8:00. It's the Boston Wine something. But anyways, tickets still available for that. So go check that out. Yeah.
Nice.
I opened for him once.
Oh yeah.
Yeah. I knew his name.
Uh-huh.
Is it a secret?
And there's half a chance he might recognize me if we saw me in person. Ooh.
Half a
Actually,
chance.
I'm yeah.
Oh,
Give it
that's
that
more of
high
a chance than I got.
Yeah, well, it's funny. Like, I know one of the guys who used to be in his band better than I know him, but yeah. Anyways,
But his real name's a secret.
no, it's Damien.
Damien.
Oh my
Silent
gosh!
beast.
Apparently, his last name is a secret because I can't pull that.
So you don't actually know his name.
No, I did. But
I'm kidding.
Actually,
Kidding.
and if I mentioned to Jeremy kind of off camera, whether or not you're into the genre, go check out his documentary, Nerdcore Rising. It's on Netflix. It's very cool. If you're like a content creator or into like, hey, I like doing this thing that's not my day job. Is it worth taking the risk to do this thing? This is a documentary kind of follows on him on a tour where he's wrestling with that himself. So definitely check that out.
Yeah, I watched this a while ago.
Yeah.
It's good.
Yeah.
Really good.
And you get to see about, touring sounds fun. It's not.
I guess I'm up.
All right.
I'm up, Asia. On my mark. I got
Get
Dez. Go. Nope, that didn't work at all.
Oh,
Let's try that again.
he was so confident.
Maybe this one, and maybe this one. I don't know. Let's just keep hitting buttons until something
Maybe-
happens.
And you just got a
Cupcakes?
compliment
Got it.
on
Here we
having
go.
all your timers down too.
Yeah, I got nothing. It's
All
going. So I played the Wizards.
The Wizards.
I played a lot of the Wizards.
Mm.
I played like 6 or 7 hours of the Wizards.
Now, is this the Michael Jackson version or is this the comic strip?
This is the enhanced edition.
Oh.
This is a big deal.
Ooh.
And the big deal is that this is I think a much different game than a lot of people were expecting. I've seen some very, very positive comments on Reddit and people like with some early reviews.
Wow, positive comments on Reddit.
I don't agree with most of them.
Nope.
I think this is going to be a fun game for a lot of people. I think going into the game and being like, I can cast a fireball and then throw it at my enemies. It just feels better than the Mage's Tale as far as like casting these spells and doing it, because it's like oh, I want to make an ice arrow. You go, oh, well, cool.
Yeah.
It's like you feel like you've conjured it up. It works really well for the most part.
Better than Ancient Emulator?
Yes, actually. But that's sort of like the extent of it.
Okay.
Because after that, it's sort of like an adventure game that's shoved into a wave shooter.
Oh.
Because the story is pretty inconsequential.
Mm-hmm.
All the levels are broken up into these like really bite-sized chunks where it's just like you play for like 10-15 minutes and then boom, leaderboards show up and you're like, oh, that was the level.
Okay.
And then it pulls you out, brings you back to your like little sanctum.
Yeah.
And then you go to the next stage, and there's only 3 worlds with like 4 stages, and 3 stages, so it's like 11 levels total.
Okay.
Yeah.
There's not a lot to the game.
This is like Jeremy's attention span snippets for levels, right?
Yeah. The deal is like I think people who love like chasing high scores and doing the whole leaderboard thing will really like this. There are these things called fate cards, which are basically like modifiers.
Okay.
Like, oh, now your enemies have twice as much HP, or you have less HP, or this or that, or you move faster, you move slow, whatever.
Is it something you get to choose, or is it the game puts on you?
When you go through the game, you basically find the fate cards.
Okay.
Like, and you unlock them, and then before you go into a stage, you can go, well, I want to use this fate card and this fate card. And then you pair them up, and then you dive into the level, and then suddenly, like, you made the game harder, so your multiplier goes up, and you can top the leaderboard.
Gotcha.
It's that kind of game. And so, like, if you were looking for, like, oh, is this the game that the Mage's Tale? Is this the game that we wanted the Mage's Tale to be? No, it's not.
No.
This is like an arcade game. This is very light on story. This is very light on the whole adventuring thing. There is some exploration, but there's not enough to really call it that kind of game.
Yeah.
Because I love looking around and trying to find all the hidden shit. But it's just not that kind of game. But it's also not enough of an arcade game, and it's not enough of an adventure game to be like, to call it one or the other.
Yeah.
So I feel like it's sort of like fighting itself in its own genre.
Yeah.
It's a tough game to review, which is why I've been struggling with it for so long. I think it's fun, and I think for the price point, like, it's under $25, 10% off with Plus today. I think most people are going to have fun with it.
Okay.
Yeah.
But I think that unless you're the kind of person that chases leaderboard scores and high scores, you're going to play it for like 4 hours, finish it, and go, well, I'm probably never playing that again.
Yeah.
It's really fun to, like, cast spells and fight.
And time.
Yeah. Yeah, well, that's my review that you didn't get, so I'm sorry for the delay.
You know, like, the Mage's Tale and Wizards makes me think, what was that that Fable Connect game? Do you remember that?
Yeah, Fable The Journey.
Yeah. It's just like, oh.
Yeah.
I was like, oh, why don't they import that? And I realized, oh, yeah, that's a Microsoft property, so that will never, ever get imported. But that just seems like a natural. You're already doing the arm motions, and you just have to, transfer that over to move controls. But, yeah, sorry.
So I'm just gonna go into the chat for no apparent reason. Yeah. But Mark. Pringles leaf.
Pringles leaf.
Is that
where they pluck
Pringles leaf?
Pringles from.
Apparently. I mean, they all look the same. They should be Pringle trees out there. He goes, I heard... That's not what he said. He said, you're all only allowed to have one VR game. Which one would each of you pick?
Ooh.
One VR game.
To have forever.
Apparently. So I think the correct answer for this is Skyrim. Just because there's so much to do.
I was thinking that initially too, but then I first thought there's a lot of, like, also not stuff to do. And I know there's so much to do.
There's also not stuff to do.
I don't know. I almost instinctively was thinking Resident Evil. Then I'm like, what the fuck am I thinking? I don't want to play that alone.
That is my answer.
Yeah.
Even though it's not the best answer, Resident Evil 7 is the world I want to, like, fucking live in for forever, and I just want to play it over and over and over for the rest of my life. And if I only get one game, that's the one, because that says Brian Paul all over the place.
Yeah.
But yeah, Skyrim would be the better answer.
I'm trying to think.
It's like hundreds of hours of content.
Yeah, I mean,
you could keep going.
Like, I'm going to cheat and give two answers. For me, myself, if no one else was ever going to touch my VR, this is the only game I could ever play, Skyrim.
I'm going to touch your VR.
Ooh, that's not my VR. That might explain some things. I'm just questioning what this whole channel is about now. I think we have to talk to Brian.
Something about cats. It's a channel about cats.
But I assuming like DLC keeps coming, I'm going to say Beat Saber, actually.
It's a good answer too.
Yeah, because it is so much fun. You get to just play the music. It's a workout. It's fun to have other people come and play. And for me, like, a lot of the stuff what I like about it is, hey, I like this thing, come share it with me. So Skyrim, I do love Skyrim, and I've played an irresponsible amount of hours in it, but that's a just for me thing. So yeah, either Skyrim or Beat Saber. I'm cheating.
Yeah.
Or Super Hot too. If we got more content for Super Hot, that might inch over Beat Saber.
Yeah.
But,
one thing, maybe we should... There's been a few, must be European people that are like, I missed half. You guys are on early today. Because we are technically
an hour in the future now.
Yes.
Yeah, sorry. So
Will is Mexican, though, so like he has no excuse.
Yeah.
So
wait, what?
Will is Mexican.
Does Mexico do daylight savings?
I don't know. He has no excuse.
Oh, just because he's... Okay.
Yeah. Right. I don't know. I don't know if that's a thing or not. Does Mexico not do...
I have no idea. I have no clue.
I'm assuming it does. It's just so damn close to us.
Well, I'm just thinking it's one of those things
does Canada do it?
I don't know. Ask Nick.
Not.
Nick, do you do daylight savings and fall back and all that?
I think it's just one of those things like the metric system where it's just the U.S. decided, like, nope, we're doing it this way.
Yeah, maybe.
Because screw you.
Right.
Yeah. We have no reasonable reason.
Inches, pounds, baby, pounds.
Oh, God.
Ooh, Star Trek Bridge Crew. That would be a pretty good game to play forever, as long as you always had friends that only had that game.
Yeah, and that's the issue. Like, you gotta really like the social gaming part. Yeah, because like Spark would be up there for me too, but you need other people to play, and yeah. So Skyrim is that your Sci-fi game? Henry has said Skyrim or Star Trek Bridge Crew. I will get that sentence out eventually.
Yeah.
Is that your question or is that your answer?
I think that's his answer.
Yeah. Okay.
Yeah. So, although Star Bear Taxi is a fucking great
Nick's
answer.
in Texas.
For sure.
Well, it's kind of like Quebec.
Oh, so Nick's close to Mexico. He should know the answer.
He should know the answer.
Trey Thacker says Mexico does not do daylight savings time.
You know, why does Trey know everything?
Because our audience is smart.
Way smarter than we are. Well,
Mikey's
smarter than me.
right.
I don't want to talk for you.
We should ask the world's AI, Alexa. Mikey says, ask her.
She's listening.
She already knows we're waiting to ask. It's just
I think she's lit up a little bit.
No, later on, it's gonna pop up in your phone. It's like, oh, by the way, the origins of daylight saving. It's creepy. Oh, that happened to me. What was the topic? Me and somebody at my work, we were talking about something, and then on my phone later that day, of course, there was an advertisement pop up somewhere that had exactly to do what we were speaking of, and I was like, that's fucked up, because I've never searched that product or anything, and I can't even fathom what it was. I don't remember, but yeah, it happens all the time. It's always on.
It's always on.
Yeah, I shut off stuff that's always on. Yeah, no smart products in my house.
Yeah, no.
Yeah.
Nope.
Okay.
Alex is in Quebec. Who else last night was in Quebec? If it wasn't Nick, it was
Could have been Alex.
might have been Bobby.
I think wasn't it Bloody Bobby? I thought it was Bloody Bobby.
Maybe it was Bobby.
Yeah.
Oh, who just was?
Isn't Mako in Canada? Mako XL? He's in Canada.
Is he?
I'm pretty sure. Yeah. So I don't know if you guys care at all, but the Arc Slinger comes out tomorrow apparently.
Yeah.
That's
Again? We've heard that before.
Yeah, we already have Guns and Stories Bulletproof. I'm not sure if anyone was asking for this, but this is a port of a Daydream mobile game. But we'll see if this is any good or not.
Yeah.
I mean, it's cheap. I think it's supposed to be like $7 or $8, maybe $9,
All right.
$10. Probably the PlayStation tax will be $25.
Go play Cold Iron.
Go play Cold Iron. Yeah, I mean,
It's not the same game at all, but
no,
it's much cooler. I mean, this looks good. I will admit, this looks good.
yeah,
Like visually.
everything looks good until you play it.
Yeah.
Yeah.
That's true. Well, no, I've we've seen games that don't look good either.
Yeah, that Jumanji game that never came out.
Oh my god.
Oh, yeah.
Thank God that never came out.
Oh, I was upset about that.
You upset that it didn't come out?
It looked so bad. I would have played it.
Yeah, that was pretty.
Oh, that's a Sonic. If Megaton had stuff to do on other planets, I would pick it.
Megaton Rainfall. The fact it's like a $16 game or something. It's like, I hate to say it's like sort of like what do you expect for a $16 game? But at the same time, when you give somebody an entire galaxy to explore,
Right.
It's like, well, why did you give that to us if there's not a lot to do?
Well, that's the thing. If it shows us, look at all the cool stuff this game could have done. We didn't. We could have done it, but we didn't.
Yeah.
So whenever it ever comes up, I'm like, well, for $16, it's a great game.
Yeah.
But yeah, it does feel kind of empty because they gave us so much to explore.
And I don't know how the licensing or the coding or anything would work, but I would love to take Megaton and then the Google Maps, so you could actually fly down to actual cities and ransack them, and then like throw the the automatically generated people and all that on top of it.
Take that, Space Needle.
Yeah.
Get that done.
Yeah, that would be an insane game, and probably impossible to make. But that is the kind of sticking point in Megaton. It's like, oh, this could have been so fantastic. I mean, it's good for what it is.
Yeah.
But it kind of like shows off the potential it could have had, and then doesn't do anything with it.
Hey, we got our answer. If Gecko Man was supposed to be 2 exclamation points and the printer printed it as 1, no, they're ones.
Other ones, okay.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Hi, we talked about you on tomorrow.
Certainly talked about you on tomorrow's Viewer Takeover. Yeah.
Oh no.
Sharknado. I've never seen Sharknado.
Yeah, the Sharknado, man. That's Sharknado VR is a game that's like been like, oh, it's coming to PlayStation VR.
I mean, even the movies.
Yeah, no, I haven't either.
None of them.
But there's a VR game where like you actually like you're standing in like a city square, and like sharks are following. You got like chainsaws and stuff. It's like there's all sorts of shit going on. I'm sure it'll be like intense and crazy. I can't imagine it being very good, but who knows?
It's like the movies, from what I hear, huh?
Kremork bought and tried Werewolves Within after the review. Sat by a crystal ball by myself for 20 minutes, then went to bed. Should have tapped up the GameCast on Discord.
Totally.
There's your answer. Yes. That is, I think we talked about that even on the review, is like, it's a great game if you have a crew of people to play with.
Yeah,
if you show up,
you have a crew.
Exactly.
Yeah. Is one of you calling me right now?
If you just show up randomly hoping to find people to play with, you're going to have less success. But yeah, go on the Discord. There's actually a meetups channel on the Discord. And people are using that to try multiplayer meetups.
Yes, we can set up gameplays on anything. If you feel like playing, you can go in there.
So that's where to go. That Siren is on our side. Hi, I'm Brian.
Like somebody had to be.
Yeah, and that's the solution for Worlds Within. It is a whole lot of fun if you're with the right group.
I don't know. This has been a rough week. I've got a lot of work to get done today.
Okay.
So this is not going to be a long episode of the Gamescast.
And I mentioned it on viewer takeover tomorrow. Should we talk about PAX or just let them watch that tomorrow?
Okay, tune into viewer takeover. So we can talk about PAX tomorrow. So Durant fan the Gamecat. This is something we're going to talk about on viewer takeover tomorrow. But I think we should address it today because we need to give this as much coverage as it deserves.
Journalism works.
You guys did see that the Sirento 3D rudder fiasco has been resolved. Apparently, the publishers clarified that the free movement won't be exclusive to 3D rudder. This is true. But what we talk about on tomorrow's viewer takeover is that article and that trailer for the 3D rudder in Sirento had been up on the 3D rudder website for like 4 days. Like it was old news by the time I put it up on PSVR this week. And it wasn't until PSVR this week where like people paid attention to it and people were like, oh shit. And I think there's no clear answer right now. Obviously, like Sirento folks are saying, don't worry, it's coming. It'll have full locomotion with move controllers. And obviously that's true. But they were basically saying, the 3D rudder people had it wrong. And then 3D rudder people are saying, we had it right. We had it right. This was all factual on our end. And now they had to kind of backpedal and say, well, this is an option, but you still have full locomotion using the move controllers. I feel like that there was no backlash for 4 days straight. And then this is speculation, right? So just bear with me.
Well, because the story wasn't out.
4 days straight, no one said anything. So Sirento people weren't saying anything about it. Everything was fine. Oh, no one's up in arms. Fucking everything's great. But the second we put PSVR this week up, all the comments and then after that everything on Reddit, everybody was like, well, this was a day one purchase for me. Now I'm not buying it, right? And so I think that seeing such a huge backlash so quickly, I think more is happening behind the scenes than we know.
Almost assuredly.
Right? There are two stories being told, and I think they're both true, that we are getting full locomotion with move controllers, but I think there was probably a deal in place until they realized this is fucking horrible PR for us right now. And then they had to backpedal fucking faster than a backpedaler.
Because you think for the 3D rudder folks, that was a win. Just like our thing is exclusive to this game you want to play, but then the backlash happened, and so for the Sirento folks, that was a huge lose.
I mean, how do you publish an entire article about this one specific thing, create a video trailer about this one specific thing, and it's not true? There's something going on behind the scenes here, and I can't wait to hear the full story. Hopefully, at some point in the future.
I just, from what I've seen of the 3D rudder folks, they have been open and honest about everything. They're very transparent. I have a hard time thinking they just made this up. I clearly there has been, let's say, miscommunication.
Miscommunication for sure.
Mistakes were made.
Big time.
But I'm a little bit proud of us for bringing attention to it. Because here I am thinking this is 4 days old. It's old news. Everyone's probably talked about it already. I probably missed it somewhere. But bringing it to light, I think helped resolve the situation very quickly.
And not to make things too serious, but I kind of joked, but journalism does make a difference. We covered an issue, brought it to light. The community said, hey, what's going on here? And went to it. So, you know what? Pat on the back.
Now, move controllers with analog sticks. We can do it. No, we've already tried it. It didn't work. I started to change that org. Nothing fucking worked. So, and also just FYI, there were again, we talk about it on tomorrow's show, but there were a couple game cats out there, John Johnson and the K-Locker, that very, very much said, if you played this shit on PC, you're not going to be begging for full locomotion anyway.
Yeah.
That's not how the game was designed. So keep it in mind. It doesn't really fucking matter anyway. The game apparently is very cool the way it is.
You want to just to get to Mikey's real quick?
Yeah, let's talk to Mikey.
This is off topic. No, there's no topic today.
No.
I'm compelled to make mention of the music bot. It is one of the best things to happen to our community, and thanks to Discord, I've never felt more connected to some of y'all. Yeah, I've been having a lot of fun with the music channel.
Yeah.
So, and there seems to be confusion on how to use it. So when you fire up Discord, there's a voice chat and a music bot chat. You've got to connect to that first, then go into the music channel, and then you can hear the music.
Oh.
If you just go to the music channel, you're not going to hear the music right away, and you won't be able to do anything.
And everybody that just uploads a song they were like suggested gets filtered through.
Don't even have to upload it. You do !play and then something relatively close to the name of the artist and name of the song, and the bot actually searches it out and pulls some content. Now, I will say it's a little random on the content it pulls. Like I said, "Sue Us" by Dancehall Crashers, and what we got was some guy's cover of it in his basement.
Which, I mean, just for fuck's sake, is awesome.
Yeah. And sometimes it's a huge win. And then someone, Friday was Ska Punk Day, and someone searched up who's the band? But it's Verbal Clint is the name of the song, and because it uses samples, and it's about Verbal from The Usual Suspects, and what it was like 20 minutes of the movie. Like, let's skip ahead. So yeah, definitely check that out.
You know, like for a Discord channel that supposedly is for our channel.
Yeah.
I have not checked out the music.
Oh, the music's cool.
Yeah.
I've only added a couple, like the links for some music. I never listened to any of it. But yeah, I want to try it because everybody seems like they love it. It's like over 10 hours they stream it, right?
You can. It's kind of like Spotify, but with people who you like, instead of just randomly or Pandora. Sorry, it's a better choice. Instead of just like random songs, it's like, oh, here's this community of people I like, and sometimes it's themed, sometimes it's just whatever I'm listening to right now. So I think the only rule we kind of have is like don't put more than like 2 entries in at a time. Share it with because you don't want someone dumping in. Well, here's the 15 songs I want to hear. And no one else gets a chance to play. So, yeah.
All right, cool.
Wow.
Guys, what's the plan for the week? What are you guys gonna play this week?
Well, I can't really talk about the stuff I'm playing because we'll be doing shows about it.
Okay.
I'll probably spend a little more time on Summer Funland though.
Okay, we've got another hour or so left.
Yeah.
Have you gotten to the laser mazes?
No, I have not. No.
Okay, good luck.
All right.
Yeah.
How's a roller coaster in that? Does it not feel like
so bad?
Oh.
Well, I love roller coasters in the real world, and all roller coaster VRs, they don't give you the sensation of the zero gravity hills and all that. And there are some parts like you realize this isn't physics simulation, this is just animation, because they're like you go into a loop and you're like going this slowly.
Slow.
You can't go that slowly into a loop. You just wouldn't. So it's little stuff like that, and that was the first one of those experiences I did. I'm like, oh, this is going to be awful. But then
you didn't get motion sick in that, though, did you?
I didn't get motion sick
because I've seen comments where people are saying the roller coaster made me sick, and I was like, well, I could ask Des.
I could see where when I was first playing it would have.
Mm-hmm.
I kind of get that like sort of sensation, but it didn't actually make me sick. But then I did the underwater thing. I'm like, oh, this is great.
The underwater thing is great. The sense of scale in that is awesome. It's like the big like Loch Ness monster type thing.
Yeah.
Just it fills up the whole screen. It's incredible.
Yeah.
And with all the structures kind of falling all down around you and stuff, it's great. And it makes you go, what happened to the space one? Like, why is the space one so boring?
Oh,
like,
really?
What happened? Why is the roller coaster one like, kind of subpar?
I was hoping like the roller coaster was the worst and everything else was going to be awesome.
No, like did you do the balloon ride yet?
I haven't gotten there yet.
I think you actually have to access it from the map itself. Which
really?
Like, I don't see a place where you just walk up and get on a balloon ride.
Yeah.
But the balloon ride is my favorite because you're actually doing something. They put you in the hot air balloon, and then you're taking you over the park, like the whole park, with no loading screens, because there's some places that have loading screens between them.
Yeah.
No, they take you over the whole park, and there's rings where you like throw these like balls into the rings, and it's like, oh, there's something to do on this ride.
Yeah.
And you definitely get that like the feeling of, oh, I'm floating above this park that I was just walking around. I was one of those people down there. It's pretty cool. The Gotham motorcycle ride is like so cool the first time.
Yeah.
And then you never want to do it again. You're like, that wasn't very cool at all.
Right.
No.
Yeah, it's like one time through the city, and then you're like, ah.
Too bad they couldn't do a racing game with the physics of what was the game where you could play the racing game and your character would fly out of the car and stuff, but not you in first person, but and you flop out everywhere.
Burnout. So it's one of the
No, not Burnout.
crash modes. No.
But it'd be great if you could do a first person racing game, and if you had the crash and the physics, you could actually get ejected from the car. That'd be pretty awesome.
That'd be pretty awesome.
Not in real life, just in the game.
Yeah.
Oh,
Are you trying to bail early?
Yeah.
Okay.
What do you guys got?
I was gonna say, you want to do that one?
yeah. Ryan, PSVR Zone.
Hey.
He asks, what is going to be the next biggest PSVR title coming out in the next few months, in your opinion?
Next few months.
Few months. Yeah.
I mean, the biggest one for me. There's two.
Flat out. Thank you, James
Flat
Atkinson.
out. I remember that. There's two games that I'm excited for coming out over the next couple months.
Yeah.
And one is the whatever Kill X turned out to be, Immortal Legacy of the Jade Cipher.
Yeah.
That's coming out next week on the 20th, I think. Next week. And that looks cool, man. That's but it's like a $20 game. I'm concerned about how much content there's going to be. I'm concerned how it plays. But I'm interested because it kind of looks like Resident Evil 5 in VR.
Yeah.
We'll see how that turns out.
Yeah.
And the other one, of course, is Falcon Age, which is coming out.
Yeah.
Within the next 3 months or so. Very excited about that. But again, I think that's probably going to be like a $30 game.
Yeah.
I was talking to Eka in my interview, and he was like, "Yeah, it's like a 4 or 5 hour game."
Yeah, I
kind of
remember
thing.
saying
It's
that,
not
yeah.
huge.
He says it wasn't huge, but there's a lot to do.
So I'm excited about those two games, but I don't know what the biggest game that it's heading our way is.
Yeah, big is going to be hard to say.
Like a big title.
Although,
yeah.
actually, you know what? Literally big. When's Ghost Giant due? Is that
that
next
does
few
look
months, or
pretty
is that
damn
by
good.
the end of...
No. It's Perp Games announced that they're publishing it, and we
it was April, wasn't it?
we got a release date for it.
Yeah.
April. That sounds
Yep.
right.
So that is...
Kramer, thank you.
Oh, Mark,
And
excellent.
just because.
3K. Thank you so much for your
Oh
donation.
yeah, Kramer
Just
3K,
because.
sorry. I just keep saying Krimork because I think that's cool. But yeah, Ghost Giant is both literally and the biggest game that's going to be coming out. It looks so adorable. I hope it pays off on how good the trailer looks, and how interactive the world seems to be. So we'll see.
I'm right with you, Eric Cabreros. Left 4 Dead in VR, I'd buy that day one. I destroyed that game way back in the day though on Steam, but yeah, that was good. 1 and 2.
Were they only multiplayer games, or was there a single player component to that?
I think you could just play with bots, but it was just the maps. It was the same thing.
No story or anything. It was just.
It's been so long. I think your story is just, we gotta get here, and then there's the map, and then we gotta get here.
Yeah.
I don't know if there was an overarching story, to be honest.
April 16th for Ghost Giant. Duran fan confirms.
Nice.
Burnout
I did a breaking news
Paradise.
report about that. I just don't. There's too many dates, and I don't.
Yeah.
I don't have any brain cells left. So
Does the music and MusicBot use cell data?
everything uses cell data, doesn't it?
Yeah, Sonic. Yeah, just assume if it's on your phone, it probably uses cell data.
Yeah. Get on your Wi-Fi.
Yep.
Yep.
Oh, Trover Saves Universe. That's right.
Yeah.
That's,
I'm not crazy excited about Trover, only because it's just it's like that wacky over the top humor, it's I'm like, oh jeez, I'm fucking tired all the time. That's not what I need. But I'm sure it's going to be great.
I just realized the other day that you feel about humor games the way I feel about horror games. It's like, oh, all right, it's horror, fine. I understand what you're doing. I don't get it, but I understand what you're doing.
Okay. It maybe so I am broken in the same way you are, just about something different.
Right.
Yeah. I have no sense of humor, unfortunately. What are you gonna do?
You do.
Oh.
It's just different.
Yeah.
I mean, it's like, oh, Brian always seems upset at me. It's like, no, that's just the way he talks
Yeah.
on the text. Yeah.
I seem upset.
I'm
I'm just very matter of fact.
right. Well, and that's what I explained to her. It's like he doesn't have time for
15 texts. Yeah.
exactly.
Yeah.
Yeah. Doesn't have time for pleasantries. He just here's his opinion and moving on.
Yeah, these guys show up weekly, and they probably think I'm fucking pissed at them because I'm running around. I'm like, oh, fucking this, no, gotta get everything set up.
Because he is.
Yeah, I'm just angry at the world. That's kind of it.
Where's that Drone Striker review he does? I don't know.
Where is that Drone Striker review?
Yeah.
I forgot that Drone Striker was a thing. All right, let's get the show on the road. We get moving. I got to get a Wizards review done and take care of a bunch of shit. But thank you guys so much for tuning in. Thank you for all the donations. Thank you for hanging out with us. I know it was like a random day. We didn't have anything really prepared. I think end up being the best shows usually.
Yep.
So,
and yes, we are early now.
Yeah, Eastern, not Eastern Standard Time, Eastern Daylight Time.
Yes. So we broadcast at noon our time, Eastern Daylight Time. So sorry.
Yeah, we just follow.
Yeah, we
with
got a lot
the,
of people coming in the comments late now.
The clocks
So-
do. How does Apple organize that shit worldwide?
Oh,
Like
it's
the daylight savings, they know this.
You know what
smart.
sucks?
What?
Working overnights when daylight savings time hits. Because congratulations, that 12-hour shift you thought you had is now 13 hours.
That's bullshit.
Yeah, it is.
Well, I took a nap during daylight savings time. I was like, I'm like, I got 2.5 hours to take a nap. Turned out I had 1.5 hours to take a nap. I was like, I woke up, I was like, why am I so tired?
Yeah.
And thank goodness that like every device in my place is like connected to Wi-Fi, so like it just changed automatically.
Yeah.
Because there's no way I would have remembered this on my own.
Yeah.
So I went to bed not knowing that was happening.
Yeah, same.
And I woke up and I my coffee cup and my coffee pot that I had brew 10 minutes before I wake up. I'm like, the fuck? With the clock on the coffee machine and then on my phone. I'm like, God damn it, daylight savings.
Yep.
It happened. Yeah.
So you didn't have any coffee?
Oh, I did. It was made.
Oh, but made an hour earlier?
No, I made just the times. I woke up before my alarm went off
Okay.
because I woke up natural time. Yeah.
I'm very concerned about your coffee situation. I can't tell. All right, you guys, thank you so much for tuning in, hanging out with us. Make sure you come back tomorrow for Viewer Takeover. Tune in later today. I'm going to have AJ's 3D rudder take on the Wizards posted very shortly. And then soon after that, my Wizards review. I don't know how much longer that's going to take. I totally went to bed and just like... at somewhere around 5 o'clock in the morning, you just go, fuck it. like this is not worth not sleeping for.
You need like the YouTube elves, like the Shoemaker and the Elves, that old story. Like you would go to bed and the elves would all make you shoes. Yeah, like you need the YouTube elves. You go to sleep and they come in and like you wake up and like, oh, perfectly edited review.
It's my fault, man. Like I've had this game for 2 weeks and I was like, why am I doing this last minute? Because everything gets done last minute all the time. I'm Brian. That's Jeremy. That's Des.
Bye.
And we love you all. Thank you so much.
Good night.
Check out Discord so we can organize some gameplays.
Anything else?
No, that'll be it.
That's it?
Bye.
Bye-bye. Yeah, that's it.
Bye. All right.
Jeremy's got to pee.
Jeremy's going to pee.